When things are happening in other parts of the world, Islamic countries, bad things are happening to Muslim Yemen and co. We raise concern, we raise our displeasure. But when things are happening in our own country, then we say that no, this one is political, so we shouldn't talk about it. Things are not going on well in this country. And when you talk about these issues, you get some Muslims come and tell you that you are being political. But politics is taking the lives of Muslims. So that means that it's affecting us. So we must talk about it. Something that is taking our lives, something that is, affecting us negatively. We need to talk about it. We can't say that, we don't want to be political. But on the other hand, politics is killing Muslim youth. You understand? Why are we talking about this? Because of the current issue that is happening at Ejura. A Muslim brother was, mercilessly attacked by a mob, taken to a hospital, and then was confirmed dead. What was his crime? His crime was that he was, doing Facebook Live, showing to the entire world that they really need development in their community. That was his entire crime. Some people felt like, hey, our political party is in power. If you are doing that, you are affecting our political party negatively. Therefore, you must stop it. So these people go to attack him. It is one of the saddest things that we can ever think about. A country where people are suffering and then they are not allowed to express their suffering. Things are not going on well. People are not allowed to speak. People from all angles, from political parties, from army, from even Muslim scholars or imams, they do not talk about these issues. But we are suffering. We didn't say previous government, we are not suffering. According to what we know, things were bad during the previous government. Now the new government has come, things have become worse. So, under normal circumstance, people wanted to protest. And they were denied this right. They were denied this request that they were not allowed to, protest. So now they resorted to social media. They resort to social media and then their lives are threatened. Their lives is at stake. They are running for their lives. This is one of the saddest things, one of the unfortunate things that I've ever come across. Things are happening that are worse. There's no good water, bad roads, like infrastructure, everything is becoming poor. We the young youth, we finish education, we finish tertiary, and there are no jobs for us. You can trace and see somebody finished tertiary for about 6 to 10 years and still haven't gotten a decent or a very good job that will earn him a living. It is only in Africa here that you can see a 30-year-old man, 35-year-old man still living in his father's house. Why? So we go through change of government for a better life. After the incident that happened at Ejura, a series of things happened and then the youth over there went on demonstration. When the army people got there, instead of calming the situation, these people were not armed. These people were not holding guns. Maybe the worst thing they could ever hold were stones. They did not attack any police. We do not have any records or any information that any police was shot. But when the police got there, instead of calming the issue, they rather fired guns into the people. That got two extra people dead and 2 or 3 people injured, mercilessly injured. This is a serious issue that is happening in our country. We in Africa here, this is very, very important to us. This is very, very important. That is our concern. What to eat. We are fighting for just basic needs. Basic needs, that's what we're fighting for. What to eat. what to drink, good roads, employment for the youth. That's what we are fighting for every day. So if you are living in the UK or US and you see that Africans are, trooping into your country, it's because things are not going on well here. Why would somebody leave his country, his home, where he feels comfortable, for a different place that there are opportunities there for them? They could make a living over there. That is why you see a lot of Ghanaians, a lot of Africans running to Europe. Things are not going on well here. So these things are important to us. Why am I talking about it? Because I am a Muslim and Muslims' lives are taken here. We Muslims in Africa, in Ghana here, we demonstrate, we raise concern when things are happening in Palestine, when things are happening in, the Uyghur Muslims, when things are happening in other parts of the world, Islamic countries, bad things are happening to Muslim, Yemen and co. We raise concern, we raise our displeasure. But when things are happening in our own country, then we say that no, this one is political, so we shouldn't talk about it. Come on. People's lives are taken here. I am not standing for any political party. I don't belong to MPP or NDC or anybody. But these things are affecting us. When we get up to talk, our lives are at stake. It's one of the worst things I've ever come across. Where when you raise a concern, somebody say you are affecting this political party. It's one of the worst unfortunate statements or thinking I've ever come across. We are suffering. We are really suffering in this country. We are not saying we are not suffering. We were suffering under the previous government, but it has become worse. And people are just raising concern so that, things will be taken into consideration. And when we raise concern, then our lives are at stake. What is not important, what is not necessary, that is where we are spending money into. While the basic things we need in this country are not even provided for. I am particularly concerned about the lives of Muslims that have been taken. We are losing the Muslim Ummah. These are male. These are brothers who are going to have Muslim kids who will get up to increase the number in this country. So if their lives are taken, where are we heading to? Things need to be done. Things need to be taken seriously in this country. Few days ago, 7 Muslims were killed for free. Why? Because they suspected they were holding ammunition. Now, people were arrested in connection with that, and till date we've not heard any results. Any results about what happened to them. So people have lost trust in the enforcement system in this country, particularly when it is connected to Muslims. So that is why we are raising concern. Things need to change. We need to fix this country, and that is what the people are fighting for. They are #fix the country. That is what people are fighting for. That is what people are talking about. At least people should be given a chance to talk. People's lives shouldn't be threatened. People should be able to raise concern. We are in our communities as Muslims, our Zombo communities, whatever that we are doing, these policies are affecting us. We have people, we have scholars, we have people who could speak out, but nobody will talk about this. Because allegedly, one way or the other, they have been positively, gaining. But we are suffering. Things are not going on well with us. We, the youth, are suffering. We are really suffering that you don't even know what to do. So in conclusion, with the current happening in Ejura, what we are saying is that the people should be, found out and arrested. The police needs to do their work diligently. They need to find these people and arrest them. And when they arrest them, we expect to see them going to prison. We expect to see them sentenced. We expect to see them, taken by the law. That is what people need here. We cannot, speak about peace when there is no justice. Look at the 7 Muslims that were killed. We have not heard any results about the people that were, arrested, or the policemen that were, and who shot them, all through this false accusation. We've not had any conclusion of the investigation about what happened. So we expect to see the conclusion. We expect to see what is happening to these people that perpetuated these actions. That is point number one. Point number two, to we the Muslim youth. Yes, we need to raise our concerns. We need to talk, you understand? But we should also protect ourselves. We should find ways of protecting ourselves. We shouldn't leave ourselves so weak like that. We should protect ourselves. We shouldn't let people know our destination, our whereabouts. Our lives are at stake. It's very, very important. Our lives are very, very important. We need you for this ummah. We need you to continue practicing this deen, to continue preaching, to continue giving birth to Muslim kids, to increase the ummah. We ourselves need to protect ourselves. And other than that, we put our trust in Almighty Allah. For whatever that happens to us, I personally want to express my condolences, and I pray that Almighty Allah grant our brothers Jannah and forgive them. And the ummah or their families, may Almighty Allah, their families and friends, may Almighty Allah give you patience. Express more patience. You understand? Be patient, be patient, be patient. And then don't take the laws into your own hands. Please don't take the laws into your own hands. Don't take the laws into your own hands. Be patient. And then Almighty Allah will make a way for us in this world and in the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.